Hello y'all, welcome to another video. This topic is about I'm gonna talk about my experience at cross country in Moneague College. Let's get into the video. Yesterday, yo. Now, before I got into the topic, about cross country about this year is when I had cross country, that was I believe that was one in my first year. I did not participate in that one. But this year cross country in Moneague College, I did participate in it. Actually I didn't even want to at first. To be honest, I didn't want to. Especially when I heard that you had to run and thing. And then what ultimately made me participate was when I decided to say, you know what? Screw it. I'll go for it. Was when I found out you don't have to run, you can just walk. I said, oh, okay. And I was like, so because no halls has representative captains of the halls, the respective halls, So the persons who are captains and they have male and female captains and things like that. So prior to the female captain of my hall asking me to if I could participate in the cross country prior, I heard from the male captain so say to another person, you don't have to, you can just. I said, oh, well, so I said, really, are you serious? I was like some of those lines. Then I said, nah. Then I was like, nah, I'm not just part of it. Nah, I'm not. And then I found out that you don't have to run your walk. I said, I can just walk. I was like in my head, are you sure, boys? I don't want to get there. So disqualify. So I said, oh, all right, fine. So I put them in and said, okay. No, that was after Spirit Day. Because Spirit Day had started like in 12:30, so on those lines. The cross country was like 3:30, 4 o'clock. So I run another two, that's like an hour and a half to prepare for cross country. I said, okay, I need to, in the middle, I'm just going to go somewhere, chill or stuff like that, get something to eat, try to rest my foot and something like that. So prior to the cross country, I was in the library chilling for a little bit. And I was watching the time too because I didn't want to lose track of time or nothing like that. But like 3:20, 3:25, if I was in this range, I left the library. It's okay. Time to go back where cross country was gonna keep. So went around there. Now you had the officers, when you had persons that's ready for the thing, a person dressed up and stuff like that in the gear. Prior to the I came to school. I didn't wear my watch right away, but prior to having class, I worked on and I went for the rest of the day. So when it is time to cross country, no, I think they did a very good job at this in terms of making sure to warm up first because it's not easy to run or walk to the start of where it started. It was just downstairs in the hall, just in the multi-purpose hall, it's downstairs, to Phoenix Park and go on the other side where the police station is. The thing about it was that we couldn't take shortcuts. Else we disqualify anything. And we had to call it to make sure we had to call it tickets. So when I hear this, I said, I said, okay, so where are we going? And I was like, where the heck are we going? And then heard that persons that will follow us along the way. They were stopped for water along the journey and stuff like that. So if you go by this, that means you're at the right track. Um, so we did some warming ups and stuff like that prior to make sure that legs are ready, a body, mind, and legs, and body and mind in general is ready to go. What to do when we're walking and running and stuff like that. You get me? So the one was alright. It was pretty good. Needed to warm up a little. I warm up a little bit more before I start. So the females end up going first. It was a kick out. So when the females went, we had to wait like 4 minutes. What I thought was they'll go first and then after we right after them. But we had to wait like 4 minutes extra. So meanwhile, some of us men would warm up a little bit more. you know. So I started near the post around the back downstairs. So we started back down there. So and the gate. So you know, but it was yeah. We had to wait 4 minutes. So they'll say anytime you hear like where they say go or they count it down. So that's where we should go. It's the funny part, y'all. Yeah, we so was very fast started, but then we went anyway. I was like, I thought we'll go again, but then so I said, oh no, you know. So when us men finally went, it was as they call it, the survival of the fittest. It was fitting to call it that, to be honest, because women, so it's fitting. Us, we're males, so it's fitting to say it's the survival of the fittest for us. I say it doesn't apply to females, but applies to the females as well, but most influence us men, you know. So yeah, it applies to both genders, but yeah, both genders. I'll just say it like that. Um, so I say it's a fast start, but fortunate for us, they get fined for that. Well, fine as in penalty. Because normally in a race you get faster, you get penalty for it, but no penalty here. So we eventually win. I gotta tell you, I started in last place because most males, they were running. Yeah, they were running a check, and I was walking just to try to keep up. So, and I gotta tell you, I ended up walking throughout the journey, throughout the start of the journey to the fish line and look by the fish. I started ran a little bit, but other than that, I was walking. Now so I'll take it to while I was walking and thing. I knew I was at the right track because I saw the van that Money College. I knew I was at the right track somewhere. I didn't have to ask, you know. So I was behind the other person's running and stuff like that. Down the line, as we walked down there, I would say, now this is where things got fun, guys. I would say along the way, the journey, I ran myself into some battles where I would pass some people and then all of a sudden they start running. Versus prior to this they were walking and you notice that I passed them out, they would start running. And then some of them I was like, okay. Could have just decided I said no, screw it and just keep walking. Walking first, they pass them out and then I passed out some persons, the same person multiple times. I would keep me and some person were going back and forth like crazy. So I had some. It was. I mean, I don't know, describe the moment, but it was really fun. Starring in terms of like, father it took me out a lot of me, but fun in terms of like back and forth. Where most of them were running and walking. I was just walking strictly. So honestly, they were the at an advantage because you have most of them were fit. They could run and walk. I'm just walking. I was just walking. I said, oh my goodness me. It was hilarious because somebody was like, I saw I passed 2, 3 persons one time. I remember one time I passed this person. They start running and then they go up ahead, further ahead. I saw kids that somehow and I passed them for a little bit. And then they start running. I was like, I'll tell you like this, yeah. Every time I pass so whoever, I was like, you better start running. You guys got the advantage. You better start running. In my head. So I had like a dialogue along the way and stuff like that. But I remember one time I was down the line where you take that other way, have to for finish park, you pass the bar, you go this way. You're going to the police station, you go that longer route. As I said, you couldn't take shortcuts because you'll get disqualified. You have to pass the place where you get tickets and get water and stuff like that. So you have to pass that. And I remember seeing the scene there, and I was like, she was afraid to pass me out. I was like, in my head, I was like, you should be able to pass me out. I'm just walking. Whew. But yeah, it was fun, man. At the end of it all, when I got to the finish line, yo, I don't even know how to say. It's like part of my body was banged up and stuff like that, and in of it all. But to say that, whew, it was one of those great. It was good and a fun experience, and at the end of it all, fact that got the chance to do my thing stuff like this. Um, I gotta say he was hilarious too, especially the end part. Again, this was one of those moments where in the end part, to pass the police station, there I had multiple battles, multiple times where I saw some persons out. You come back and then someone else I catch up to them, and again we go back and forth. And I was, oh, whoa, hey, whew, yeah. So and I remember one time I was just swimming out and again back and forth. It says you're going up the hill just to get to the finish line now and like I said I came close and like boy I can't get spots out again. And once you run the other person was like he can't pass, I was like, you can go in and run. I don't have enough energy left. Well lucky for me, perhaps for me myself that I found a way to find enough energy to finish the race. Because the way it went it wasn't even sure to finish the race, but um you know what? Y'all, I'll say it like this, yeah. When you, a lot of times, when you have the determination to do something, now, this is where your mind and your body has to work together. So even though your body may be band up or whatever, if you have the mind to say, you know what, I'm gonna finish this race one way or another, somewhere, somehow, and you believe that you actually could finish the race, then you're eventually going to finish the race, no matter what. I didn't care how long the journey was. I could have easily decided to also the shortcut. I said, no, I can't because I'll get disqualified and I don't want to deal with that crap. I got to take the longer route. See, gotta do this, take the longer route, no disqualification, nothing. No doubt about it. I mean, for me to be able to finish that race, I'll say like this, it was something I've actually got some good feedback, some very good feedback at the end of the race. So, yeah. I said, I'll say it like this for in this video. I proved something that, especially at cross country. When I look at that, I proved something. So I went out there, did my thing. I proved something. That's for sure. Oh, the persons didn't. I was like the person Moneague she didn't already know already that I was. Yeah, I proved something, pretty much. Yeah, I proved something definitely. No doubt about it. Yeah, I proved something, man. And I proved something to myself as well. So, um, so this is the end of another video. As I said, the other video, remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the notification for upcoming videos.